We're gonna do a red velvet cake. It's a 2-layer cake with a cream cheese frosting. I'm just gonna start with some of the ingredients here. We have a little bit of yogurt, and we're gonna add some vanilla to that yogurt, and then also the red food coloring. Now, red velvet cake is a really popular thing in our cafe. People go crazy over just about anything that's red velvet. And it needs to have that red color. So the red food coloring is an integral part of that. We don't use a lot of food coloring in the cafe, but for the red velvet cake, you do want to add a little bit to get that color that people love so much. The recipe calls for vinegar, just regular white vinegar. It helps, strangely chemically, it helps the food color get into the cake. You're gonna get a richer, redder color by using the yogurt, as opposed to just the food coloring, which will kind of be a little streaky. So you're gonna have an awesome red color, like red. So that's a lot of fun. Then we're gonna just get started with creaming the butter and sugar. Again, this is classic cake making. A little bit of butter and a little bit of white sugar. And I would mix that on low to medium speed. While that's mixing, I'm gonna crack the eggs and get the rest of the ingredients together. Always crack your eggs on a flat surface. It will avoid some of the little bits of shell if you can help that. It's a nice thing not to have to go fishing for eggshells all the time. All right, so I've got those 4 eggs. Right now I'm going to take a quick look at my butter, and I like to scrape down the bowl just to make sure it's all getting in there. All right, I am going to increase the speed just so we can get this going. What you don't want to do is you don't want to whip that at high speed. It brings up a little bit too much, but nice medium speed is okay. While that's mixing, I'm going to combine the dry ingredients. And I'm going to use a pretty good sized bowl. I've got my flour, all-purpose flour, and a rich cocoa powder. There's a little salt, baking powder, and some baking soda. When I've got this many ingredients, I'll use a whisk. Just kind of briefly combine them all. I like to do that so all the leaveners, the baking powder and the baking soda and the cocoa all get distributed evenly when you're mixing the cake batter. And then you don't have to over mix the batter because all those ingredients are already mixed in.